ball club we played tonight. Have to give a lot of credit to Tim Elliott, their starter. Thought he was outstanding. His numbers indicated that coming into the game. We knew we had a tough test ahead of us, and he made some big pitches when he needed to. Thought he was pretty dang good. And we made a run there late, but we didn't have a lot of opportunities. We had one opportunity in the fourth with a runner at third with one out, and he made a big 3-2. I think it was a slider to Wilkie. Made a really good pitch. We were unable to score a run right there. And then, we just didn't do the little things early on. The free pass got us. We made an error to lead off the fourth, and then we hit a batter. So they had 2 free 90s on in that inning with 2 outs. And Shepard came up third time through the order and put a good swing on a baseball and scored 2 runs. And then in the first, obviously we gave up a 0-2 count base hit and a 1-2 count to Shunk, and tried to go in, didn't get it in quite good enough, and he hit out of the ballpark. He's a 3-hole hitter, and he did what a 3-hole hitter does. So just didn't execute, pitches, quite as good as we needed to. I thought Brooks was fine outside of that, And then in the ninth, again, they only got 2 leadoff guys on the whole night. In the fourth, and then in the ninth, we had the leadoff walk, and Carson came in and he got his ground ball. I mean, we had the opportunity to turn the double play, and it was just a tough feat to second base. We weren't going to be able to turn it, but he got the ground ball that we needed to be able to keep him at bay there. And then offensively, I thought at the end of the game we competed. Thought we gave ourselves a chance to try to get back into it, but we came up a little bit short. Georgia was the better club tonight, and hopefully, we can learn from it and build on it and try to get ready for Louisville this weekend.
Owen Griffith and Weatherly were great tonight.
Yeah, and I should have mentioned him. Owen Griffith threw the ball outstanding. Weatherly threw the ball as good as he's thrown all year. Thought he was great. That's back-to-back great outings for Sam. And I thought Sheldon was fine. We wanted to bring in a right-hander in that situation. Thought Sheldon threw the ball fine there. Just got a little bit of tough luck, and Carson did fine. So our bullpen did a great job. Gave us a chance.
Were you hoping to save Carson possibly by bringing Reed in?
No. Well, a little bit. We were going to wait until we felt like we really needed to go to Carson. We wanted to see if Sheldon right on right there. If you're looking at King splits, King hits about 460 versus lefties. So we wanted to bring in a right-hander to face King in that situation, and Sheldon's been throwing the ball pretty well. So we wanted to see. Holt was not available tonight, so we wanted to try to bring in someone that we felt like could get us a punch out. And then if we had multiple runners on base for a double play situation, we were going to bring in Carson. So we just wanted to see if somebody else besides Holt Jones and Owen Griffith, the right-hander out of the pen, could give us something. I thought Sheldon was fine. The 3-1 pitch was a borderline pitch, and that's just the way it goes.
Sam making a case for more innings and maybe even a midweek start.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we like to have him in the bullpen. Midweek start. I wouldn't say that decided the question, but I think you have to understand when you start somebody in the middle of the week and you stretch them out, you're going to burn them for the whole weekend. So you won't have a guy on the weekends if you throw 4 or 5 innings in the middle of the week. So that's one of the things that we have to be cautious of and we have to be aware of. It doesn't mean that we wouldn't do it, but we'd like to have at least what we feel like is 4 to 5 guys that we can count on the weekend out of the bullpen.
Coach, easy to get your guys to kind of turn the page and with the obviously big ACC series coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we won't have any problem turning the page. I don't think. I'm disappointed. That we didn't win tonight. And there were some things that we didn't do a good enough job of, but we competed. They were the better team tonight. Again, I mean, you're facing a midweek starter that is a weekend starter for everybody. I mean, Tim Elliott's. He's throwing an 86 to 88 mile an hour 2-seamer and then a 94 to 95 mile an hour 4-seamer, a changeup when he wants to throw it, and a breaking ball. I mean, this guy's good. He's really good. So, and their bullpen's outstanding. So, I like the fact that we were tested for a midweek game. We were freaking tested. That's a good pitching staff. So, I don't know if we could have had a better opportunity to try to prepare us for the weekend. Facing a club like Georgia. We just needed to be a little bit better. We needed to make a couple plays, and we needed to limit our free 90s, and they won that battle tonight. But I thought our bullpen did a nice job. thought we competed at the end of the game and gave ourselves a chance to get back into it offensively, but you know, we just came up short.
Is Kier getting ready, close to ready to play?
We don't know. We don't know. It's going to be really kind of a week by week. I don't think he's within a week or 2 weeks. You know, but we don't really know that. It's going to be based on really first and foremost. He's got to be able to get back to baseball activity. He's not at that point right now.
You and Louisville, I know you probably haven't had a chance to really look at Louisville, but identical 9-3 records, a game behind NC State. It's a critical weekend series in the Atlantic.
They're all big. I mean, we all know that. They're all big. I mean, we don't try to put more emphasis on one weekend than the other. We've been playing pretty good baseball, but we're back at home, and I mean, we know Louisville. I mean, our guys know that they are a quality club, that they've got an outstanding pitching staff, good offense. So we know that we've got to play clean baseball, and that's the biggest key for us moving into the weekend. When you're facing quality arms, every play matters, every at-bat matters. So we got to be able to execute situational hitting wise, and we got to play good defense. That's the key. We've got to play better defensively. We can't give Louisville or a club of that quality. We can't give them free 90s. That's going to be a big key for us this weekend.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.